I climbed the wall of Jerusalem without even meaning to. That's right. I was on a trip to uh, Jerusalem, and I was with a tour group. And as we went through the city, the tour group was scheduled to go into the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. And a friend of mine, Buddy, and I said, "Well, we think we'll just stay outside." For some reason, all the religious things in there didn't really do much for me. So we stayed outside, and we wound up talking to some Palestinian boys. There were three or four of them, and they were selling souvenirs. And so we got in a conversation with them, and they started teaching us some Arabic words. And before long, one of the Palestinian boys said, "Come, we show you something." And he started running, and the other two or three followed this little boy. They were maybe 10 or 11 years old. And so Buddy and I went running after them, and they ran through the gate of Jerusalem, turned to the left, and went around the corner. And then they stopped, and we caught up with them, and they said, "Watch, watch." And one of the little boys went running toward the wall of Jerusalem as fast as he could. And there was just a little bank in one part of the wall, and he went running up that bank. And then he jumped and grabbed a hold of the wall, and he scampered up the wall, got to the turrets at the top, and pulled himself over. And in a flash, he was on the other side. And then we were like, "Where did he go?" And he sticks his head out and he says, "Hey, come on." And so the other boys, one after the other, run, and they go up the hill, the little ramp, and then scamper up the wall and in between the turrets. And then they're all gone. And Buddy and I are looking at one another like, "Okay, that was interesting." Oh, and by the way, there was an Israeli soldier standing just maybe 20 feet away with an automatic weapon watching us. And the little boy suddenly appeared from behind the turrets on the wall of Jerusalem. And they began to say, "Come on, come on." And I looked at Buddy, and he looked at me. And before I knew it, I started running. And I went running toward that ramp as fast as I could, that little hill up toward the wall. And then I started up the wall, and I got a hold of the turrets up the flat area there and pulled myself up and actually got to my waist. And that was all I had. So here I am dangling out of the wall of Jerusalem under the watchful eye of not a Palestinian, an Israeli soldier with four little Palestinian boys grabbing me to keep me from falling. And they were saying, "Come on, we pull you." And they were pulling me. And I was like, "No, I need to go back down." And then all of a sudden, my friend Buddy came and got a hold of my feet below, and he was pushing. And before I knew it, I was over the wall. And some people say, "Steve, you've been over the wall ever since, or all your life." I am over the wall for Jesus. I love Jesus. And when you just break out of the routine, like we broke out of the tour, didn't go into this site with him. We said, we'll just see what happens. And God provided an opportunity for us to spend time with these little Palestinian boys, to tell them about Jesus, and to have an amazing experience of climbing the wall. And by the way, after me, my friend Buddy went running and went up the wall, and then we all went back down into the city of Jerusalem. So what a fun thing. I've never been recognized for climbing the wall of Jerusalem, but I don't think very many tourists have done that. See what can happen when you follow Jesus? Anything can happen. Have a wonderful day and climb your walls today.